That first episode of The Penguins is amazing, man. Truly good episode. I'm really looking forward to this series. As I've never really been a Penguin fan when it came to the villains of DC, but this is definitely going to put me on to how good the Penguin can be. So for episode 1, we start off with, of course, from the events of the Batman, with everything that happened with the flooding of the city, crime, of course, spiking at all-time high, and everything being in all disarray. But as we kind of get to know more about the story, we get introduced to the Penguin, who's our main character. And he's, of course, he's not the Penguin we know. He's more of an up-and-coming Penguin. I feel that's kind of what they're doing with this DC Batman version. Is more up-and-coming characters, not the ones we know who are these iconic and established people in the Arkham and Gotham world. Penguin goes to see, or doesn't go to see, he goes to Carmine Falcon's house, and he goes to, I think, to get some jewelry, just stuff that's left around, and he meets his son, who's just been told that he's the new, you would say, that godfather of the Falcone. He runs everything now. And of course, he sees Penguin taking certain things, and he's of course suspicious, and he's like, why are you here? My dad literally died last week, and you're here rushing around trying to get whatever you need to get. And of course, Penguin kind of gets his way out of the conversation and just kind of moves it towards kind of comforting him, just making sure he knows that he's the boss and he's under him. And they have this little talk, and he's just talking to him, and he tells him a kind of, I think, more of an emotional story of his childhood, or his dream, in fact. And the son laughs. He laughs in his face, and it's basically just kind of saying, you'll never be anything. And he lost his cool, Penguin. He lost his cool. He shot him more than twice, I believe. And yeah, he regretted everything, and he was like, oh, I've got to get rid of the body. Came across this boy who I think he has, a disability actually, and he catches him and his friends trying to steal his rims from his car, and of course Penguin, he just starts shooting, and he caught the boy who we're talking about now, but instead of just shooting him straight away, and he hears how the way he speaks and kind of how he's dealing with all the pressure that's coming towards him, with him at literally holding the gun to his face. And I think he gains some sympathy for him, and he kind of takes him under his wing, becomes his sidekick. And if I'm being honest, I never knew Penguin had a sidekick. If he's had this in maybe a different comic or something, please let me know, because I've never heard about this. He's usually kind of just been this boss on his own. But he finds the kid. He recruits him, or he kind of forces him to be his lackey. I think the episode, as it fully went on, it was more of a test for him. It was more of a test, because literally Penguin was just showing him everything. He was showing, once Sophia Falcone came into the picture, and once she said she came fresh out of Arkham, it was kind of a thing like, I think Penguin was more on his toes and was like, oh, I have to make a plan, because I love the way they presented Sophia, because it was more of like, yeah, she's this sick, twisted person, but she's not dumb. And she's very menacing, just in the way she smiles, even. Just like, you can tell she's from Arkham, or she's just come out of Arkham. I love how they did that. So, with Penguin, he had to play it smart. The scene where Penguin was getting interrogated, and then it looked like I think she was about to cut his arm off, basically, which was a nasty scene. And then the car drove in, and it kind of just stopped all of that. Great scene, because it showed that this episode for me was more about a test for both Penguin and his new lackey, or his I would say sidekick, because yeah, it kind of showed me that Penguin is very smart, because I think with this move that he's played with the whole, oh, it wasn't me who killed your brother, it was them, it was the other guys. It's going to start a gang war, and it's going to be crazy, because I think that was the main thing they want to avoid, just not going to war, because with all the stuff that's happening in Gotham anyway, it's kind of like we're trying to really avoid this, but with Sophia being so unhinged, it kind of stops all of that, and she kind of is the head right now, because there's no brother, there's no dad, it's literally her, so they have to listen. So great episode overall, loved it. And these were just my thoughts on the episode. I really enjoyed this whole Batman, this newer Batman series or verse they're doing, because I do think DC do need to start making more quality content instead of just mediocre rubbish movies that come here and go. Good episode, can't wait to watch episode 2. If you like my review, if you like my thoughts, please make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. I will be doing more of these. But thank you for watching, man. Have a nice day. Bye.